on the side. Oh, no! Oh! My goodness! Racing. So the field comes out of turn number 4 with Wilbur in the lead in the number 98 car. Bilderbeck on the outside of Jeremy Miller in the 32, looking to move up into that third spot. As Dennis Miller on the inside of Bilderbeck. A two-car battle now between Papini and Miller for that second spot. And next time by, the number 98 of Wilbert will take the white flag. 1 lap to go. 1 to go for Wilbert. Now Papini up into second. Here comes the 0-2 of Bilderbeck. Bilderbeck bolts up into that third spot as the checker goes out for Wilbert. Papini in second. Green flag, we're racing. George Sparkman down the backstretch takes an early lead. Mislich on the inside of the 18, Kelly Evig. Evig running in that 4th spot. Rodney Gilly and David Bowers side by side, right behind George Sparkman. George Sparkman leading the way, feeling the pressure of David Bowers, your fast qualifier, and Rodney Gilly in the number 11. George Sparkman out on the lead with 3 laps to go. Then comes David Bowers, Rodney Gilly battling it out for that second spot. Evig settles into that 4th position. Tim Melvin in the 08 in 5th, and Chad Mislich bringing up the tail of the field. As this time by the 5 car of George Sparkman will pick up the white flag. 1 to go. 1 to go for George Sparkman on the high side. There's the 1 lap flag by our starter. As David Bowers now taking a look on the inside of Sparkman. Bowers on the inside. Sparkman fighting him off hard on the outside. Sparkman up the front stretch. He'll take the victory. Then comes the 49 of Wanda Dobbs as they take the green flag, and we're racing. Gerald Mesh gets a little sideways through the turn, loses ground to the number 60 as he takes the lead. Here comes David Eggert. Eggert in the 76 running up second. Wanda Dobbs moving up from the back of the pack to challenge for that. Oh, look out, a flat tire. It could be on Wanda Dobbs. That it is. as she suffers a flat tire on the right front. And Penny Theory in the 41 back underway. David Eggert will come out of turn number 4, challenging for the lead as the 60 car continues to be your leader. Now slips and slides through turns 1 and 2 and gives way to the 76. Charlie Costello in that second spot. Costello looking on the inside of Eggert. Eggert continues to be your leader down the backstretch, but Costello has thoughts of an upset here. And this come by the start-finish line, the 76s, the rest of the field. We'll pick up the white flag, 1 to go. 1 to go. Out of turn number 4 comes the 76 and 39. But David Eggert in the 76 will pick up the win as a spoke. Of Kelly Bias. And out of turn number 4 they come by and pick up the green flag for racing. Also in the field, Scott Nicholson in the number 1. He won the last time they had a feature event up in a Wisconsin track, so your feature winner was the number 1 last time they raced. Side by side, they complete lap number 1 of this 6th lap trophy dash as the 5 car of Ken Willis squirts out into the lead through turns number 3 and 4. Continues to be your leader. Now the 55 presents a challenge on the outside. Now takes a look on the inside. Tries to set him up in turn number 3. Willis continues to be your leader out of turn number 4 with 1 lap to go. 1 to go is Bias in the 55, doing everything he can to overtake him. Out of turn number 4 comes Willis. Willis looks up, sees the checkered. He'll bring home the win. And we take the green flag and down the backstretch, Art Higbee. The 47 of Art Higbee. Beginning to lengthen his lead over the rest of the field is Carl Johnson running second. Pat Lawler in the 29 was in third as the number 19 of Adjington begins to charge forward. Apply pressure now as he's closing in on Art Higbee. Higbee in the 47 continues to hang on to the lead. Johnson gets a little loose in turn number 4, but perhaps moving down to the low side. Here comes Jack Atchison in the 19 now to take away the second spot. So perhaps the fastest car on the field is the 19 of Jack Atchison as he looks on the inside. So with 4 laps to go in this 10-lap heat race, Art Higbee continues to lead the way. Here comes Todd Bisman now on the inside of Carl Johnson. Johnson hanging on for that 3rd spot. Pat Lauer up high near the wall, pulls it down, continues to hang on to that 5th spot. Todd Bisman in the 9 car moves up into that 3rd spot as Atchison in the 19 once again takes a look on the inside. Here's the white flag for Art Higbee. Higbee trying to win heat number 1 for the American Short Tracker division. Jack Atchison on the inside in the 19. They're side by side. Atchison down low, gets a little loose. Higbee comes up high and he'll take home the win. For green flag, we're racing once again. And David Pout Sr. slides up into turn number 2 wall, hangs on to that 3rd spot as Harold Snow dive bombs into turn number 3 and 4, trying to take over the lead from Jim Dooley in the 53. Number 4 to Phil comes up to speed and takes the green flag. Making a strong move up into that 4 spot. Out of turn number 4, Jim Dooley now. Getting some good pressure from Harold Snow on the inside as they're side by side, wheel to wheel. Out of turn number 2 as they head for turn 3 and 4. Dooley on the high side, Harold Snow on the low side. Come past the start-finish line to complete another lap. Kerry Graves continues to move up from the back of the pack, now into that 4th position as she looks and waits for her opportunity. Harold Snow, Jim Dooley having a cliffhanger. Out of turn number 4, they're side by side. Now a 5-car race for the lead. Frank Bridges hanging in on that 3rd or 4th spot. Kerry Graves doing likewise. Oh, look out in turn number 4. Dooley hard onto the brakes through the turn. Checks up a bit, hands the lead over to Harold Snow in the 46. Harold Snow, your leader. Here comes Kerry Graves now on the inside. Look out. Oh, my. Kerry Graves on the move. She takes the 103 into that 2nd spot over the 53 of Jim Dooley. Dooley down low now, trying to sneak by on the inside. Kerry Graves, one of the lady drivers, going to work here this evening as she has one more turn here. Look out, turn number 4. And Kerry Graves will fall short as Harold Snow picks up the checkers. Comes by and leads the field to the green. Don Ganley in the 500 alongside, squirts out into the lead down the backstretch. Tim Melvin in the 08, Chad Mislich in the 13. George Sparkman in the 5. Rodney Gilly in the 11, David Bowers in the 32, and Kelly Evink in the 18. As Wagner slips and slides out of turn number 2, hands the lead over to George Sparkman. Take that back, John Ganley. Ganley is your leader. As Sparkman slips and slides a little bit out of turn number 4, drops to the back of the pack. John Ganley, your leader. And Sparkman having some handling problems. He'll safely take it down into the infield area. Got to figure out what the problem might be there. As John Ganley for the second spot. John Ganley ahead by a ways, but the battle right here for that second spot between Tim Melvin and David Wagner in the 55. As they run side by side. Now Melvin went up high, opens the door for Chad Mislich to move down on the inside as Wagner takes over that second spot. Wagner running second, Mislich and Melvin having a battle for the third spot. John Ganley continues to be your leader. Out of turn number 4. The field comes by with 2 laps to go. This time by, John Ganley will pick up the white flag, 1 to go. 1 to go for John Ganley as he makes his way out of turn number 4. Wagner in second. Mislich now moves to 13 up into the third spot. John Ganley takes the checker. Wagner in second. Here comes the field out of turn number 4. Will we take the green? Yes, we do, and we're racing. Outside in the 2 car. Steve DeMarv on the inside in the 5. Steve Rubeck in the 61, waiting in third. Here comes Dennis Miller on the outside of Rubeck into that 4th spot. Oh, look out. Steve DeMarv slides a little bit to turn number 4. Gives the advantage back to April Reimer in the 2 car. As DeMarv trying to make his way back to the front. Miller on the outside. Oh my, down the backstretch now. Bilderbeck moves it up into the 3rd spot. Bilderbeck on the charge. Miller trying to fight off April Reimer in the 2 car. April Reimer. Here comes Miller now. Pulls up alongside down the backstretch on Reimer. April Reimer goes up high, opens the door for Dennis Miller. Bilderbeck sets his sights on second. As Reimer and Miller go back and forth. Now Bilderback nudges the 0-2 up into that second spot and will now challenge for the lead with Dennis Miller. Keep in mind the 0-2 was your fast qualifier. Ricky Bilderback on the inside of Dennis Miller. Bilderback will lead that lap with 2 to go. Now Bilderback firmly into the lead. As he comes out of turn number 4, he'll take the white flag. 1 to go. 1 to go for Ricky Bilderback. Out of turn number 4. Miller runs out of time as Bilderback takes the checker. Dennis Miller in 4. They hammer the throttle. The starter, Rockford Racing. Eldridge on the inside of Brett McCoy. Two rookies up front. Lots of racing experience under their belt. Jeremy Miller on the outside of Travis Eldridge to take away that second spot from Eldridge. Down the backstretch, Wilberg in tow in the number 98. Comes Jeremy Miller on the inside of Brett McCoy. McCoy feeling the pressure now by the 32. Down the backstretch goes Jeremy Miller. Brett McCoy in the number 1 alongside, side by side. Now the 98 of Wilberg on the inside of Brett McCoy for that second spot. Four laps to go. Jeremy Miller continues to be your leader. Time by, ladies and gentlemen, they'll have 2 laps to go to the finish. Now this time by, 1 lap to go to the finish. Jeremy Miller, Wilberg having a side-by-side door-to-door battle. Jeremy Miller, Bobby Wilberg. Out of turn number 4 comes Jeremy Miller. Jeremy Miller will pick up the checker. Wilberg in second. Told, hey, 5 and Drive Auto Sales throwing out racing hats. And green flag for racing. Our thanks to 5 and Drive Auto Sales for doing that. Oh, look out! Couple cars losing the handle there. Big crash up in turn number 4. As the field comes out and around turn number 4, they get the green flag and we're racing. As the 6 car once again gets a little loose in turn number 2, he gathers it back up. Here comes Kruger in the 17 to take over that 4 spot. As the leader after lap number 1 is the 32 of Doug Breikley. 298 loops it out in turn number 1 and 2. He'll gather it back up. Well, he decides to head quickly into the infield. I would assume that he will be out of the race. One of the rookies in the division. Reichle continues to be your leader, but feeling the pressure from the 55 of Kelly Bias. Bias now looking on the inside to take over the lead as he powers his way out of turn number 2 and heads down the backstretch as your leader. So Bias slides up in front of the 32 to firmly take the lead. Bias continues to be your leader with 5 laps to go, 4 laps to go. Kelly Bias will come around. He'll get the white flag, 1 lap to go. As Scott Nicholson challenges for the lead. 1 to go. Let's keep our eyes on the front 2 cars. Out of turn number 4. Here comes your eventual winner. The 55 takes the checker of Kelly Bias. Runner division. Williams out on the lead. Keep in mind these drivers cannot exceed a lap of 18 seconds. Note the Budweiser King of Beer score clock up in turn number 1. We'll monitor the progress of our lead cars or any one of the cars in the field. As the front 2 runners are side by side, they'll cross the start and finish line dead even. One of those 2 cars are on the timer. Kevin Williams out of Rockford in the 298. Here comes the 25 now as he charges up from the 4th spot up into 3rd. The challenge for the lead. They're averaging 18.612. The 131X on the lead out of turn number 4. That's Dave Lunsden in the 131X. Lunsden beginning to feel like an Oreo cookie as cars bounce off him as he's in the middle. The 25 of Dan Olson. He'll take the lead out of turn number 2. There's the white flag, 1 to go. And notice the Budweiser King of Beer score clock, 17.975. The 25 car will break out of the bracket and hand the lead over to the 60 car. And your winner is the 60 car. Participants in the 97 ZOK Mini Grand Prix report to the tunnel area. So Kelly Powers in the 23 on the pole takes the field through turns 1 and 2. Kelly Powers, one of the ladies in the Roadrunner division, your leader, out of turn number 4. On the outside of Powers, the 198 as they fight back and forth for the lead. That's Bobby Williams. One of those top 6 running cars could come home the winner. One of them throwing out a little bit of smoke. Here comes the 17 to make it 3 wide. Jason Wolford in the 17. Keep your eyes on him as he's down low, trying to sneak by on the inside as Kelly Powers continues to hold off the charge from Williams in the 198. Kelly Powers down on the inside, looks up, sees the white flag, 1 lap to go. 1 to go for Kelly Powers. Out of turn number 2 and down the backstretch now, Williams takes the lead away from Powers, but Powers fights back on the inside. Keep your eyes on the 23, out of turn number 4 as well as the 198. Here comes the checkered, and the 198 takes home the victory. Look out, Leroy Soule on the loose as the 49 of Wanda Dobbs will lead lap number 1. Lloyd Hawkins in the 16, running in that 2nd spot. Ronald Young in the 18 running 3rd as Lloyd Hawkins takes the lead away from Wanda Dobbs in the 49. Dobbs coming off a big crash several weeks ago, finally getting her car back up and running. Here comes Gore on the inside of Young in the 18. Look how close they are to that 17 bracket, 17-second bracket, 18.050. So keep your eyes on the front leaders. Lloyd Hawkins will come past the start-finish line as your leader with 3 laps to go. Wanda Dobbs on the outside, waiting for her opportunity. Time by the field will get the white flag. 1 to go for Lloyd Hawkins. Hawkins, your leader. Here comes Dobbs on the outside with one more lap to go. Alan Lurch in the 5 car. Oh, we got a couple cars hooked up. Look out, turn 3 and 4. And to the checkered flag comes Lloyd Hawkins. Those participants in the Mini Grand Prix to the start-finish line. Immediately, green flag, we're racing. Dan Sander is your leader. On the outside, down the backstretch to 52. Moving up strong is Gary Lawton. Mike Myers in the 80. On the outside of David Eggert in the 76. Costello in the 39. With Penny Thuring in the 41 alongside. Sander continues to be your leader. And with his time of 17.929, Sander will break out of the bracket with 5 laps to go. Myers will take the lead in the 80. As Myers in the 80 car continues to be your leader out of turn number 4 and up the front stretch. Myers, Walton, 1-2, here comes Eggert in the 76. Eggert on the inside, charging hard for that 3rd spot. Laps to go for Myers in the 80. The white in hand. Go. 1 to go for Myers. Down the backstretch comes Myers. Here comes Eggert on the inside to challenge for the lead. Eggert up the front stretch, doesn't have enough time. Myers comes home the winner. Hand it to me, Brandon. Okay, listen up. Delenda Thompson, 00, the 09, 33, and 94. Lauren Strayhorn, 32, 5, 18, and 55. Our number 3 entry, Julie Bridges, 08, 32, 5, and 11. Our number 4th entry. Wrong. That's best. Goes to Don Gilgan, 32, 18, 11, and 55. Our number 5 entry goes to Tody Wrights, 32, 99, 500, and 08. Our number 6 entry goes to John Robinson II, 55, 32, 11, and 18. What number? Our number 7 entry goes to Tony Wrights, 18, 32, 11, and 08. Robert Alverson is number 8 entry with 55, 32, 11, and 18. Here's our number 9 entry, goes to Chris Sickler. First place is the 18 car, 32, 13, and 11. And our final entry goes to Deonta Vadir, 32, 55, 11, and 18. Thanks to good people from Saturn of Rockford being a part of the event tonight. Here, this time by as the Jaguar Pontiac pace car heads for the infield. Green flag, we're racing. Gilbert Brewer on the charge down the backstretch. He'll be your leader. Look out, a couple cars all over the place. The 151 is Ralph Harris. The 25 on the slide down into the infield. He'll pick it back up. Oh, look out, a little slippery through the turn. As the 37 running second. Then comes Evans into 38 running third. Gilbert Brewer, here's your leader in the 42. Here comes Evans now. Jason Evans in the 38 trying to move up to that top spot as he's currently running second. Chad Longsbury in the 37 loops it out in turn number 4. As the field goes by, he'll drop back further into the field. The 4 car in that third spot. And a black flag given to the 4 car of Dan Sander. Lloyd Hawkins in the 16 takes over that third spot. So we got a 3-car race for the lead here. Now the 38 on the inside of Gilbert Brewer. Jason Evans. Evans makes it 3 wide through turn number 1. Lloyd Hawkins also right there. The 4 car of Dan Sander given the black flag 2 laps ago. Out of the race. Gilbert Brewer gets a little loose through 1 and 2. Evans takes the lead. Lloyd Hawkins also right there to battle out. Lloyd Hawkins, Gilbert Brewer trying to chase down the 38 of Evans. Evans continues to be your leader for the B feature. And the white flag goes out to Evans and Lloyd Hawkins. Oh, Evans slides, opens the door for Hawkins to come through. Lloyd Hawkins taking the lead down the backstretch through turns 3 and 4 now. Gilbert Brewer on the inside of Evans. Lloyd Hawkins come home the winner. Evans in second. Gilbert Brewer in the 42, finishing third. Gentlemen, we're set to go here. Through turns 3 and 4 comes the field. Out of 4, we'll get the green flag, we're racing. And the caution will come out. Out of turn number 4, green flag, we're racing. 29 car in a very vulnerable spot in the middle of turn number 3 and 4. That'll bring out the caution once again. Tom Graves in the 99 on the pole. He'll bring the field around. We get a green flag one more time. We're racing. And your leader after the first lap, Dave Wagner in the 55. He was moving up, diving down to the inside was the 5 car of George Sparkman. Terry Graves in the 103 moving up steadily through the field as the front half of the field begins to distance itself from this back half. But Wagner continues to be your leader. Tim Melvin in the 08 running second. Then comes Tom Graves in third. Harold Snow or Kelly Evick in the 18. It is New Paint Team running fourth. Number 9 car moves to the inside as Dave Wagner in the 55 laps the 09, putting her down 1 lap. As we have 8 laps in, 22 to go. Oh, look out at turn number 4, Harold Snow. Way off the pace. He'll slow down going into turn number 1. Here comes the fast field. Oh, look out, Wagner. Up close to Harold Snow in the 46. Harold Snow will take it down into the pit area. The 5 car. Problems there. So Sparkman will take it down into the pit early. All right, your leader. Heading through turn number 2, Dave Wagner. Tim Melvin. Tom Graves in the 99 running third. Slower traffic ahead of the leaders. Bowers in the 32 trying to get by Rodney Gilly in the 11. On the outside right behind the 18 of Kelly Evick. Wagner continues to lead the way. Turn number 4. Oh, hard contact made by Kyle Melvin in the 98 to the 18 of Kelly Evick. Also involved the 11 of Rodney. So slowly the field makes its way through turns 3 and 4. They begin to accelerate. Green flag, we're racing. George Sparkman. Ganley was having some problems earlier. Sparkman running in that 6th spot. Mislich in the 13, running to the 7th. Here comes Jerry Graves in the 103 on the inside of Mislich to challenge for that position. Sparkman running strong here in that 6th spot, looking to overtake the number 00 of Evans. This time by, the field will come by and give the 10-lap signal. 10 to go. Dave Wagner trying to hang on to the lead here. Jim Melvin right in his hip pocket. Just kind of playing follow the leader here. Here comes the 32 of David Bowers, moving it up into that 3rd spot. Bowers on the inside of Tom Graves. Graves and Bowers side by side as the two race. That will help out the 55 of Dave Wagner. Coming up on 5 laps to go. 5 to go here. This time by our leader, the 55 car. David Wagner, 5 to go. Oh, we got a spin in turn number 4. That'll bring out the caution. Now, the pace car slowly takes itself down into the infield. We get a green flag, we're racing. They're side by side through the turn. Dave Wagner, David Bowers out of turn number 4. 4 laps to go. 4 laps to go. Who can focus? Dave Wagner on the outside of Bowers. Bowers on the inside, out of turn number 4. Oh my, what a finish here. Bowers down the backstretch, takes the advantage. No, look out! Gets a good bite out of turn number 2. The white flag is up, 1 to go. 1 to go for David Bowers, David Wagner. Oh, hard into the wall is the 32. That opens the lead. The 2 leaders hard into the wall. Oh my. Tim Melvin. David Wagner. Of Kelly Bias. Running real good tonight. All right, the field looking good. Remember, your point leader is the number 17 car of Gary Kruger. So Kruger up front there. Out of turn number 4, the field looks good. We get a green flag and we're racing. Credited with the lead after 1 completed lap. Doug Brightley. Here comes your point leader, the 17, Gary Kruger charges up into that second spot as we finish lap number 2 of this 20-lap feature event. Oh, look out. They come close in turn number 4. And your new leader down the backstretch, the 17 of Gary Kruger. A good battle for that third spot. Oh, we got a spin in turn number 3 and 4. The 77 loops it out. And he's back underway. Oh, look out, the number 5 on the slide. In turn number 1, he'll back it down into the infield as we remain green, at least for the moment. See if he can get it fired back up. He does. He climbs the wall right in front of the 77. Here comes your leader now. He'll dart by on the outside. And the 5 car goes a lap down as well as the 77. Car battle out of turn number 2. The 1 car right into the thick of it as the number 5 heads into the pit area. And the 1 and the 52 come together once again as they decide to exchange paint. 1 currently running in that third spot. That's Scott Nicholson. Down the backstretch as the field go out and around him as we got 10 laps to go to the finish. 10 to go. Make that 9 laps to go to the finish. By, ladies and gentlemen, the 17 will get the 5-lap signal. All right, the number 17, Gary Kruger. Now beginning to feel a little pressure from the 1 car of Scott Nicholson. The 1 car charging in on the inside. Now we got this 2-car race for the lead as well as for second and third place now. Next time by, our leaders will get the white flag. Gary Kruger in the 17. He's your leader. Out of turn number 4, he sees the white flag in hand. 1 to go. One to go for Gary Kruger. Out of turn number 4 comes Kruger. Look at this challenge. Look out now. To the start, finish line, and the 17 takes home the win. lights are off. This time by the field will get the green flag with April Reimer sitting on the pole. 50-lap feature, ladies and gentlemen. Pick out your favorite driver, cheer him or her on to victory as we get set to go. Right from the get-go here. Out of turn number 4, we get a green flag and we're ready. Reimer and Steve Rubeck battling it out for the lead. Here comes Dennis Miller in the 39 on the inside of Bone. Bone and Miller side by side. Al Papini in the 5 and Drive Auto Sales, number 500, or number 500 of John Ganley, stand to be corrected. That's Al Papini, my mistake. Yes. Bring out the caution. Acker, Brett McCoy. Out of turn number 4, we get the green flag for racing. Cars. Long ways to go. And the second place car. April Reimer in the 2-car. So your fast qualifier. Clear racetrack ahead. Is going to try to run down our leaders. laps in, 30 to go. As they move down the back step. Trubeck in the 61, your leader. Wilberg in the 98 running second. Dennis Miller in the 39 in third. Jeremy Miller. And Ricky Bilderback in that fifth spot. All right, this time by, we're going to have 25 laps in, 25 to go. We're at the halfway mark. Steve Trubeck. Look out. Trubeck and Wilbur. Laps to go to the finish. Trubeck continues to hang on to the lead. Now Wilberg on the inside of Trubeck. Lower traffic ahead for Wilberg. Trubeck continues to be the leader on the outside. Trubeck slides back into that second spot as the new leader is the 98 of Bobby Wilberg. Here comes Ricky Bilderback now. Bilderback beginning to close ground on Wilberg, even though Bilderback's in that fourth spot. Jeremy Miller in the 32 running fifth. Bilderback in the 0 finish running fourth. Dennis Miller in the 39 in that third spot. Steve Trubeck running second, trying to chase down the leader. The leader, the 98 of Wilberg. coming up on 5 laps to go here. Turn number 4, the rest of the field. Wilbur in the 98. 4 to go. Oh, on the slide into the infield. Oh, look out, turn number 3, the field coming by. Wilburn. Right flag, 1 lap to go. 1 to go. Bilderback still fighting for that spot. There's the checker for Wilburn. Steve Rubeck running second. Dennis Miller third. More racing coming your way, racing fans. Ladies and gentlemen, if you will, your game. Yeah. Bobby jumps down from his car. We'll come over here and have a few minutes with him. Bobby, congratulations to you. I think it was just kind of a waiting game for you there for a while. Early in the race, you just kind of bide your time, and then well, at the halfway mark, you said it's time to get ready to get yourself to the front.
Oh, yeah, we kind of started out there. We had to make some moves kind of to get the front there. They had all the wheel drive up here in the corner, and you know, just the guys on the bottom, they want to run the guys on the top high, and the guys on the top want to run the guys on the bottom low. So, yeah, we were doing quite a bit of that stuff there for a little while, and then finally got through there and stuff, and then kind of caught up there with Steve, and he's kind of, I mean, he wants to win too, and he wants to win bad, and you know, he started running me down a little bit, so finally I got in there, and I ran him up a little bit. You know, that's the way it goes. I mean, if that's the way if the guy's going to run you that way, you're going to run him back that way. So I like racing with him. He's a good guy and everything, so I'm sure there's no problems there and everything. But it's a brand new rebuilt Jammer racing engine here, and yeah, it's kind of strong on the big end. That's not the way I like it. I like it strong off the bottom. So we'll have to put Jerry to work on it a little bit more and get her a little bit better, and then we won't have to do that to them guys.
Well, we understand that earlier in the week you hurt your finger at work. Did that bother you at all?
Actually, I really didn't hurt it at work. The guy up the road here, Troy Greenberg, he wanted to race Madison Friday night, so Danny Stewart come down the left-hander, and he wanted some tires. So I told him, yeah, I got some tires. I'll be glad to get rid of them. I'll dismount them for you and everything. And it was just one of them deals. It was late at night, and we weren't paying much attention. Probably had a little too much to drink, and kind of got my finger smashed in the tire machine. So,
ouch, not a good thing. Ladies and gentlemen, if you will, Bobby Wilberg, tonight's Gatorade will come out the winner in the Fox 39 victory lane. So Doug Jackson in the 111 sits on the pole. This should be a dandy. We get set to go for 20 laps in the Aaron's NASCAR Roadrunner A feature event. Out of turn number 4 comes the field. We get a green flag. We're racing. Oh, look out. A lot of action turns through turns 3 and 4. As we go 3 wide, sometimes 4 wide, as the 85 down the backstretch nudges out into the lead with the 82 in tow. Oh, look out, a big spin. Several cars involved. As the 49 of Wanda Dobbs gets sent into the infield, she'll try to pick it back up. should have her steering back. Yep, she's good to go. The 08 back underway in turn number 2. And the 82 is your current leader. That's Jerry Lawton. Here comes the 85 on the high side to challenge for the lead. Now your leaders side by side once again down the backstretch. So a good race for the lead here between the 82 and the 85. Jerry Lawton continues to be your leader. The 13 on the inside. He turns off his lights. Figure he's getting close enough. He wants to sneak up. Now he turns it back on. Ten laps to go. 10 to go. That's the halfway mark. Lap counting down here. Here comes Mike Myers in that 80 car. Now a side-by-side battle for sure down the backstretch. This time by Bo Lawson. And the 85 will get the 5-lap signal from our starter. 5 to go. Turn number 4. Now we're getting a 3-car battle, 4-car, 5-car battle for the lead. Look out, the 13 trying to thread the needle. Make that 6-car. Oh, look out, look out. Out of turn number 4. Now the 66 of Dan Carlson Also up there in front, challenging for the lead, 1 to go. The 13 of Jack Mayberry. Watch it now. Here they come out of turn number 4. Who's it going to be? On the 66. Comes home the winner, according to my book. Oh, look out, a big spin. Several cars involved. As the 49 of Wanda Dobbs gets sent into the infield, she'll try to pick it back up. Should have her steering back. Yep, good to go.